How will you use Smart Train? The Northwestern Pacific Railroad service boomed in the 1930s. It connected passengers to the rest of the North Bay until 1958, when it made its last official run. This spring, the Sonoma-Marin Area Rail Transit will make its maiden voyage almost 60 years later. Over the hills and through the woods, SMART will provide tranquil moments to view some of the region's most bucolic countryside. With the train's passenger service on the horizon, there's been a bit of speculation about SMART's travel time, commute convenience, and accessibility. So we're here today to speak with SMART spokeswoman Jeannie Belding to find out how SMART really rolls. SMART scoots down the tracks at a swift 79 miles per hour. At this speed, it's faster than a car can legally drive.
SMART trains are designed to cut your commute in half or better. So what that means is if it normally takes you 90 minutes to go through the Novato Narrows, we can get from Novato to downtown Petaluma in about 17 minutes. So we think it's a dramatic time savings, and we think that people will really see the value in taking SMART.
3 out of 4 commuters in the North Bay travel either within or between Sonoma and Marin counties.
SMART will be a game changer for commuters. Our first train will leave Sonoma County Airport Station at about 4:49 a.m. in the morning. So that'll give people ample time to make it into the city or to make their connections. We will actually be running 30 trains daily, and most of our runs will be during peak commute times. So that's peak morning times and peak afternoon times. So we think that this will really be a game changer for the North Bay, especially for North Bay commuters.
Residents, visitors, and students are concerned with accessibility and parking in order to take the train. SMART received federal environmental clearance in spring of 2016 to create key bike paths.
SMART is more than just a commuter rail system. We also have a bicycle and pedestrian pathway that will be attached to this system. And the good news is that we received environmental clearance in April to go ahead and apply for some grant funding. And we think that's a big hurdle, especially because some of the pathways are in environmentally sensitive areas. So we need to be very careful. So getting this clearance was a huge milestone for us. We're really pleased with that. Right now there's a lot of work going on in Santa Rosa in terms of the bike path. So when it's all said and done through the 43-mile corridor, working with our transit partners who are also doing portions of the pathway, we'll have about 36 miles of bicycle and pedestrian pathway there for you.
A key accessibility connection section for SRJC students is the Guerneville Road to College Avenue.
That pathway from Guerneville to College Avenue is now complete. We're working on other portions, including portions near 8th Street and Hearn Avenue. So the progress has really been amazing since April, since we received that clearance. So we're very excited, and we know the community will be excited to try it out as well. We really encourage people to use their bicycles, to carpool to get to one of our stations, to walk if it's walkable for you. And there are a lot of conversations happening right now about things like bike share, car share, how we can make our SMART stations more accessible, not just for students, but for people in general. Working on adding bike lockers that are secured. We're working at increasing the number of U-racks we have. So there's a lot of conversation about how can we make SMART accessible for bicyclists. So in addition to all of the conversations that we're having about parking and how to get to our stations, all of our trains are equipped with racks for your bike. So that means you can bring your bike on board. Each 2-car train has enough racks for 24 bikes. So we think people will be really pleased when they see the inside of our SMART train.
Get smart and park the car. The countryside is waiting.